What's going on, everybody? It's Nick with Facemask Fantasy. Today, we're going to look at rookie wide receiver Jonathan Mingo, who has been creating some buzz in Panthers camp. Mingo joins a completely revamped wide receiver core in Carolina. Out is DJ Moore, who was included in the trade that netted the Panthers the number 1 overall pick in the draft and the opportunity to select Bryce Young as their new franchise quarterback. In are free agent additions Adam Thielen and DJ Chark, who figure to get first crack as starters based on experience. Third-year player Terrace Marshall will likely be regularly involved in the rotation as he ideally takes another step forward in his development, and the team still has Laviska Shenault, who they traded for from Jacksonville during the 2022 offseason. And then, of course, there's Mingo, the 39th overall player selected in the 2023 draft. Mingo adds to a strong recent track record of Ole Miss receivers in the NFL, following in the footsteps of A.J. Brown, DK Metcalf, and Elijah Moore. In fact, Mingo is built almost identically to Brown, standing at 6'2" and weighing 226 pounds. There's a lot of height on the Panthers wide receiver depth chart, with Thielen, Chark, and Marshall all clearing 6'1", but Mingo has about 20 pounds on each of them. And to top it all off, he's received glowing feedback from both his teammates and the general manager as he works his way through his first training camp. So, who is Jonathan Mingo, and what expectations can we possibly have for him in 2023? As previously stated, Mingo played his college ball at Ole Miss. He got into 7 games as a freshman in 2019, logging 12 catches on 30 targets for 172 yards and 1 touchdown. Elijah Moore was still a part of those teams and was rightfully dominating targets. In the COVID-shortened 2020 season, Mingo still played second fiddle to Moore, but his production improved across the board. 27 catches on 52 targets for 379 yards and 3 scores in 8 games played. It appeared Mingo's junior season would ultimately be his breakout campaign, but a broken foot held him to just 6 games in 2021. He had 22 catches on 35 targets for 346 yards and 3 scores. Things came together his senior season, though. Mingo played in 12 games in 2022, collecting 51 catches on 92 targets for 861 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns. And remember, this production came with a dip in quarterback play, with Matt Corral having gone on to the NFL the season prior. So while he never cracked 1,000 yards receiving in a season, Mingo's production and skill set were impressive enough for Carolina to make him a high second-round pick. Mingo is a big, physical player who should be able to earn opportunities as the X-receiver even as a rookie. He's got decent speed for his size, so we'll see if he's able to regularly separate at the NFL level, but again, he should be big enough to bring in his fair share of contested catches. And of course, there are the intangibles out of his control. For one thing, there's a lot of experience in this Panthers receiving core. Thielen will be 33 when the season begins, so he's easily past his prime, but he's a good route runner and historically a guy who commands red zone targets. Chark is still just 26, but has dealt with some injuries and inconsistent production since his second-year breakout. Nevertheless, he also brings some veteran experience to this group that coaches often favor, at least to begin a new season. It also remains to be seen if Mingo is able to beat out another former second-round pick in Marshall, who is entering his 3rd season. While Marshall hasn't made much noise through his first 2 seasons in the league, NFL seasoning and experience can't be discounted here. Again, it's something coaches often favor early on during a season. And then there's the quarterback. Bryce Young has a chance to be very good very quickly, but he's still a rookie. There will be lumps and growing pains as he navigates his first NFL season, so expect some peaks and valleys with the offense as a whole this year. Mingo's ADP on Underdog Fantasy currently sits at 145, 2 spots ahead of Thielen and 8 spots ahead of Chark. No doubt at this stage in their respective careers, Mingo is the most intriguing and probably offers the most upside from an athleticism perspective, plus the lack of wear and tear compared to his veteran teammates. Being drafted as a wide receiver 5, Mingo is hardly a risk. He'll sit on benches in redraft and dynasty leagues alike for at least the first few weeks of the season. And it's possible he's an early season drop in redraft, in favor of hotter names on the waiver wire depending on the circumstances. He's an obvious guy to roster in Dynasty, but in redraft, I think we need to remember to temper expectations when it comes to expecting consistent production, especially in an offense like Carolina's that is going through a complete transformation from last year with a rookie quarterback that will need some time to grow. As always, I won't try to deter anyone from taking a player they believe in, but a rookie wide receiver taking flight and potentially leading an entire receiver corps in an offense like this is probably not something that happens right away. I'll of course continue to monitor this situation as it develops, but what do you guys think? Put any thoughts you have in the comment section below, and we can have a conversation about this. Till then, this is Nick with Facemask Fantasy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for listening.